Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. As you can see, I am standing on our wonderful new landing that we built inside of the last episode. In today's episode, I think we'll do some more outside stuff. I think I want to move the tree farm to a new location, and start prepping that area as well. In today's episode, I already went ahead and started planting some of the trees, just in the front area right here. But I think we're going to go ahead and plant the rest of the trees along here as well. Apart from last episode, what's changed? I got rid of the leaves that were here because I wanted to look at the fountain. I added in 2 more cannons as well. I decided that I'm not going to do the dock here anymore. I think instead this is just going to be like a little viewing area to take in the pretty scenery and whatnot. I think I'll still leave it fairly open. We might just put some stone brick walls going along here and a chest for some fishing poles and stuff. But I think over on the other side of the house, and I'll probably point it out during one of the time lapses, the plan for over there. And if not, then I'm a liar once again. And then I also planted this entire forest off screen, just to sort of give us an idea of how it'll look. As you can see, I think it looks really nice. I don't know if it'll be in this episode or a future one, but I also plan on expanding the size of the river. Just to make it a little bit wider and whatnot, because I plan on putting a boat right down there. Not a very big one, but a little ship and whatnot to sail through the river and get to the different areas. And then I also plan on extending the river, or at least expanding it through the grass where it normally wouldn't have gone. Because I don't really like how someone can just like walk right up to the house from this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut right through here, maybe make like a little peninsula, and carve a new path for the river, sort of opening it up more and turning it into a lake almost. But it'll empty roughly about here, right in front of the bridge. So that way the bridge will actually have like, it'll make more sense for the bridge to be in this spot instead of like right here. And it'll create this nice big open body of water right here. We might leave this area here as a little island, just because this is the intro. So I don't feel right getting rid of it, because it's been in every episode since the beginning. So yeah, we'll probably create a little island here and whatnot. Maybe put a little gazebo or a temple on it or something. But yeah, in today's episode, we're going to be building the porches and the turrets on top of there. It's not really a turret. It'll be essentially the same Widow's Leap type thing that we have right there. We might be renovating the chimneys as well, because I looked at them and I didn't really like them, and I went back to my Jacobo Park world, the amusement park that me and my friends built, which there will be a series hopefully coming on that soon of a little catch-up where I give you guys a grand tour as well as little in-depth videos on all the mini games and rides and stuff. But anywho, it has a much better fireplace design, so we'll probably be renovating this one to that one. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get started on the porches. What is up, guys? Future Orem is here. I have one heck of a story to tell you guys about the tragedy of the Kansas City Comic-Con. So this last weekend, I suppose, it'll have been like a couple days ago. Just barely managed to get this video out in time for you guys. But anywho, I went to the Kansas City Comic-Con last weekend. It was great. I loved watching everyone dress up and show a lot of passion and stuff inside of their projects and whatnot. Always really cool to see. Got to see a couple celebrities as well, like Matthew Lillard, Christopher Lloyd. I didn't get to meet him because your boy's not about to stand in a line for a couple hours. But anywho, it was really cool to sort of like seeing them in the flesh and whatnot. But anywho, while we were enjoying the Comic-Con, tragedy struck, my friends. So I went with my mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother. 2 of my siblings couldn't make it. I come from a large or decently sized family. But anywho, we get a text and a call while we're enjoying one of the panels and whatnot, and they're like, do you own this style and make a vehicle? And my dad's like, yeah, but this is obviously probably going to be a scam or something. And then he sends a picture of our vehicle, like after a fire ravaged it. Come to find out, um, like I think it was like something crazy, like an hour and a half after we parked it, the car next to ours exploded. Uh, we think it was due to some sort of like an electrical short. Mice probably got into the engine and were not in the engine itself, but like the wiring going to it, and were biting at the cables and stuff, so that all that wiring was exposed, and it just cut through the right thing to make it explode because it was huge. Um, the hood was like on the ground. The fire completely ravaged or destroyed. I don't know if I said that word right. Anyway, who gives a care? Um, but it destroyed the interior of their car like crazy. I mean, it's like you always hear these horror stories and stuff. Like you've never actually like seen it, you know. Well, I actually got to see it the other day, and boy, was it freaking crazy. But anywho, so the fire caught onto our truck's wheel and caught the fender on fire, our tonneau cover on fire. It was absolutely crazy. Um, the car was unfortunately totaled, which is a shame. It was such a beautiful truck. Um, but yeah, while the fire department was putting out the fire, we don't know if the fire broke the back window, or if the fire department accidentally did it when they were putting out the fire. Either way, it was sort of inevitable. They were just doing their jobs. Um, Firefighters are truly amazing people and whatnot. Um, but anywho, so it got into like the cab of the truck and stuff, and the water that like firefighters use. I don't know if any of you guys are firefighters. I'm obviously not. I'm a gamer and a mechanic. So, um, but from what I've heard about from like TikTok, a very credible news source, um, they use like brown water, not like sewage water, but like water that isn't like clean and stuff. So it's not like it smelled like straight up sewage or anything, but like it was the dirty water mixing with like the electrical fire and stuff like that that just made it smell like straight up like cigarette smoke. Like some person was in that car for 57 years of their life smoking. Um, but anywho, so it's like we couldn't wash a whole lot of it, and like with how bad the back wheel was, it was just completely like melted and stuff. It was showing the white wall inside of the tire, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so let me know how your guys' weekends went. Did anything fun happen to you guys? But yeah, anywho, I will let you guys enjoy the rest of the speed build. And I will probably be back later on in the video to talk about uh, Minecraft Live. Once again, you guys know I'm a freaking liar, so we're going to talk about it right now. The elephant, or rather the ghast in the room. Let me know what you guys think about the new rideable ghast mount. Or the new pet, I suppose. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks a little goofy with its big goggles and the big blue thing on, but I'm kind of hoping that we can change the color of it. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to change gameplay, change how we travel. Um, that being said, I saw a post saying how horses are pretty much useless now. Uh, kind of agree, because, I mean, really, it feels like it's not that hard to attain the ghasts. Um, I mean, you have to go to the nether, so it's like horses are still good before the nether. But I don't know. So we'll see. Um, as soon as the update drops, we'll go out and get a couple and whatnot. I think in this world, we're going to build like a southern air temple inspired base to sort of house them as like a refuge for them. And then, of course, we'll probably keep one around me at all times and whatnot. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I do think it'll be fun. I know a lot of people were hoping for changing seasons. Me being included as one of those people, I just think it would add so much purpose to like having big farms like I do. Um, and yeah, I mean, needing a fireplace in Minecraft would be kind of cool. It would make the house that I built here actually, serve a purpose instead of just being a bunch of pretty rooms and stuff. But yeah, let me know if you guys hate or like the new update and whatnot. I think it'll be cool nonetheless. I really didn't expect it to be a ghast. I know a lot of people were hoping for like a red dragon or something, or that was something that they promised back in the day, and whatnot. Which, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but I mean, it feels to me like they're doing more lore-based things recently, with like leading the piglins up to be these enemies and whatnot and stuff. But I also do think that they teased the ghast thing inside of the Minecraft movie, with it showing the piglins having like hot air balloon ghasts that are real ghasts. I mean, it's not like one for one, but I think it's fairly similar. To like, oh, that it wasn't a hint, but like, oh, I could see that possibly being a hint, which is always interesting. I didn't get a chance to watch Minecraft Live, unfortunately. Like I said, I was at the Kansas City Comic-Con, being stranded there. Good time anyway. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about it inside the comments below, and I'll see what y'all think about it. We have to come up with a nice name for our ghast once we get it. But yeah, really the only problem I have with it is they look a little goofy with their goggles and the saddle actually on them. They look very cute without it though. But if we can choose a color, you can bet your bottom dollar we are going to make it green and gold. Guys, so as you saw from that lovely time lapse, we have finished off the main porch on the side overlooking the farm and whatnot. I think I'm also going to use it as a balcony for my bedroom as well. I think we'll probably incorporate the rest of the roof here. I'm still debating whether or not to put this trim back here instead of having the floor and put the deep slate back here. And then maybe like adding on a little railing there. I don't know yet. I'm going to think about it. But yeah, it has a gorgeous view here, and I just added in the same doors from right here, which again pretty much disappear the second that you go down to the ground floor and whatnot. And if it stands out a little bit too much, I can always replace it with trapdoors. So that will work out rather well. Through here, I also love that we can actually start to see the arches now outside of the windows. Just adds a little bit more detail and stuff to the build. Then out here, we finally have the side doors installed. That needs to be actually changed. Let's do that real quick. So we want it to all be lovely. Let's do this one. It would help if I had a Thorite block in my hand. There we go. Okay. But anywho, so yes, this is the porch that we have built. I went ahead and added in a little bit of greenery. We might do some dandelions here or white tulips. I added in some hanging lights and whatnot. I think I'm going to add a hanging light to the front porch as well. Apparently I didn't add it, which I think is weird. I could have sworn I did. Last thing we have to do on this side is finish up the turret right up there. And then we may or may not... Don't hold me to anything. We may or may not be remodeling the fireplace. That could be its own episode maybe with... Well, not only that, you know, but... with like more roof panels and stuff like that. We might be doing a little bit of the roof here just so that way it looks a little bit prettier and whatnot. I plan on doing the other side as well, but I think I'm going to head down to the bridge. Oh, I wish I could jump over there. All right, so this is the view from the bridge down here. As you can see, I think it looks really great so far. I think once we maybe put some plants in right down there, it'll look really nice. And honestly, maybe we could share the balcony with that bedroom there. Or we could do balcony, 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 because that'll be a bedroom. I wish I had a spyglass. That'll be a bedroom. Just look at my big old cross hair, I guess. Because that room there will be a bedroom. That'll be a bedroom. And, of course, that's obviously my bedroom right there. So maybe we could just split it up into 3 separate balconies. I think that would actually probably be fine. Instead of just one big one. Because, I mean, I don't really want to have to walk all the way over there and be able to look into the other guest bedrooms. But yeah, I think it looks really nice so far. I think once the turret is up and built like that one, it's all going to just really come together. And of course, once that's done there and we plant some trees and whatnot, I think throughout the next couple time lapses, we're going to go ahead and plant the trees. Maybe first, just so that way we get those done, instead of me looking at it unfinished all the time. And then we're probably going to finish off the turret. So let's get started. Alrighty, I figured I should also probably ignore my chair squeak. It needs WD-40. I know it's a problem. I figured I should probably also talk about the design of the house a little bit more. Instead of just talking about real-world events, I should probably talk about something in relevance to the video. For this roofing style, I would classify it as more of a mansard roof. It's not a traditional mansard roof by any means, but that's heavily how it was designed. It has the flat top and whatnot, which would be more of an angle. I just don't really feel like putting the angle there, you know. I like just having a big flat roof on top of the building like this. And then it has its curving sides and whatnot. Like I mentioned, we will be redoing the fireplace or the chimney because I've grown to hate it. Um, but yeah, we're gonna upgrade that probably inside of its own video, honestly, just because of the sheer amount of time it's going to take to do that. We'll do both of them at the same time and maybe just do a bunch of finishing details around the house and whatnot. But anywho, I will stop talking. So as you guys saw from that lovely replay time lapse, this is what we have done in today's episode so far. We went ahead and finished up the porch. Just on the side, we still have 2 more to do. The one in the backyard, which will probably be part of the garden episode, and then the one on the other side, on the kitchen side, which will probably be maybe the next episode. We'll see. I don't know. Don't hold me to anything. But yeah, we also finished off a good amount of the roofing. Technically, a quarter of the roof is done, or at least like the sloped mansard part of it. We still have to do the large top of it, which will be like a giant football. Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh, I'm an American and I don't even know what. Oh well, it's like a football stadium up there. Who cares? Anywho, but yeah. I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today's episode just because this all took a lot longer than what I thought. But yeah, inside of the next episode, we'll essentially be doing something similar on the other side. We may or may not be working on the landing on that side. I guess I can go ahead and explain what we plan on doing over there. While I'm walking over there, I'm going to tell you guys, so since we have these big cavities under here, I figured it would make sense to turn them into like 2 separate cellars. So one cellar, I think we're going to put like giant vats of like, or like giant barrels of like whiskey, wine, that kind of stuff where it would be stored. We'll probably have the entrance be like maybe underneath the fireplace there. We'll just put a little hatch there. Or maybe like right in front of the porches. I don't know. We'll just have little secret stairs going straight into the cellars. But yeah, one of them will hold giant barrels filled with liquids and stuff like that and just excess storage. And then the other one, I want to fill it with cannons and stuff, as well as other maybe defensive structures as well. Maybe there's some logs down there and whatnot. But I want to put the cannons because I only want to have a few of them. Like I added those 2 right out front there, simply for decoration. But I mean, like a house of this size would require at least probably 50 more. So we'll probably just have them all lined up inside the cellar waiting for the day that they are dragged out and brought back into service. But anywho, over here, so we're going to have the staircase do something similar on the other side with the dual staircases coming down. And then here we'll have another grand staircase going down to about right there. And then that'll lead to another staircase, which will lead onto a dock. Right here, we're going to open all of this up once we get to that episode and make the river just a little bit bigger. It means we'll probably have to change a little bit of the forest that we planted, but hey, that's okay. We'll just extend the shoreline a little bit. Then, of course, we'll put the bridge there as well. But then right here, I think we'll probably build a little ship as well. Not like a galleon per se, but just a little tyke. I guess I should probably... we're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, I'm going to also... we'll be doing the blue drawing room as well soonish. Maybe in like 2 episodes, we'll go back to the house for a little bit before heading back outside. So we need to start working on the bedrooms eventually. Our 20th episode, we are planning on going to a woodland mansion and conquering it over at Mystic Cucumber's place. So expect that episode, and it'll be rather epic. Ender Dragon will be sometime inside of the future and whatnot, but it will be hosted here, of course. Anywho, so this is the porch that we've built in today's episode. As you can see, it is very lovely and grand and whatnot. I went ahead and filled it all in with dirt and whatnot underneath of it, just so that way if a creeper blows up, there's not a huge gaping hole where the porch used to be. But yeah, we put the stairs here, and like I said, on the other side, this is where the staircase will be coming up to the kitchen. It's a rather grand kitchen porch, but I think the house deserves it. And right here we have the little... Oh my gosh. They broke in. Oh, how unsettling. Okay, maybe we'll have to replace that with an iron door. Oh, whoever it is, they're gone now, I guess. But, anywho. So, before I was so rudely distracted. We'll have just these lovely little... Imagine door there. Closing. Lovely little doors just leading out, straight out of the house. So we'll have an entrance here, an entrance in the front, an entrance in the back, and then an entrance on the other side, which will just make life here so much easier instead of me having to walk around for about half an hour just trying to get to the front of the house. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you all inside of the next one. See ya!